explore those Ajax numbers. Like my other videos, we're going to have a look at the most current month we have of data in the Toronto Real Estate Board, which is January 22. We'll have a look at compare what that would happen a year ago, and then we'll have a look in December 21 as well, just to give you a bit of contrast. So we're starting with the numbers. So new listings that came to market in Ajax across all home types in January 21 was 132. There was 95 sales through the month, represented by the S, and the A is the active listings. There was 48 listings remaining at the end of the month, which carried over into the next month. December 21, we had 62 new listings come to market, 85 sold, so more homes sold than actually came out on the market. Active listings was 17, which carried over into January. Getting into 22, we have 121 new listings came to market, so pretty big difference, right? The market was, it really tightened up in December. Not shocking to see that with Christmas and so on. So definitely once we get into January, we typically start seeing more listings come to market. Buyer sales were actually about the same at 85. And active listings, so you'll notice there's more inventory hanging around, which is pushing into February 22. So we had 42 active listings. If we're looking at the money, $975,000 was the average sale price in Ajax across all home types a year ago. That climbed to $1,088,000 in December 21, currently trending at $1,240,000. Sales to new listings ratio, it is also known as the absorption rate. It tells us out of the homes coming on the market each month, what is the percentage of them that are actually selling. And we calculate that by looking at sales divided into new listings. So 72% of the homes that came on the market in January 21 sold. 137.1% of the homes that came on the market sold in December, or stated another way, the market sold 37.1% more homes than came on the market. And you see that through the numbers, right? You see new listings 62, sales were 85. So those extra sales coming, what are they, 2023? They're coming from here, right? They're coming from this active listing inventory. And then for January, we're seeing a reduction in the absorption rate again down to 70.2%. And again, you can see that in the numbers. You had a double the amount of listings come out, but the sales stayed the same. So of course, these two, the months of inventory, which I'm going to get into next, are always going to be opposing to each other. So as the absorption rate lowers, you're going to consequently see the months of inventory raise. So months of inventory remaining tells us that if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or the current rate of buying, how long would it take to deplete that inventory completely? So 0.5 months of inventory a year ago, 0.2 in December. So very, very lean market, currently setting at 0.5. So again, we're seeing that through the numbers because this is calculated actually looking at active listings divided by sales. So we can see just simply in the active listings that more houses stayed on the market, or more houses carried over on the market into February, and the sales stayed the same. So of course, this is going to pull up the months of inventory, and it's going to reduce the absorption rate. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling at 112% of asking a year ago, 118 in December, currently trending at 131%. Now, I say this in a lot of my videos. When you start seeing these numbers up here, there has been an intentional underpricing or undervaluing of homes to their true value in the market when they're being listed. So, this number, I would suggest, is not to be looked upon in horror like, oh my gosh, but more so that it's an overstated number. We're seeing a lot of houses out there that are priced at $799 selling at 1.1 or $999 selling at 1.3. So, and that's just an intentional misrepresentation to put more eyes on that listing to gain more offers on offer day. So yeah, I would always take this one with a grain of salt. I think right now you're seeing that it is largely misrepresented. Days on market to get a home sold, 6 a year ago, 8 in December, currently trending at 6. So I've said this in other videos too. So when you have a market like this in December that's superheated, you have more sales than actually came out. Buyers are coming back and circling back to this older active inventory, active listing inventory, which has been hanging around. So that's going to generally pull the number of days on market up. If those houses have been on the market for say 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it's going to affect that number. And then when you have more new listings coming out, it's actually the buyers are going to be feeding from that pool. So these 85 are coming directly, relatively, from this new listing inventory, which is going to pull the number back down. Any questions about any of the information I shared here, please do not hesitate to reach out to me on any of this info or how it would pertain to your home type. Of course, if you are considering making a change in 2022, I would love the opportunity to connect with you. See you next month.